And the score is back with our hardworking Courtside reporters of the UAAP. And these are the young guns, the fresh
young bloods,
the fresh recruits, the new batch. Baileys Acot, Jaime Ascalon, Matienzo, Yani Mayo, and Mariz Domingo. Hello, guys.
Hi, Tito Miko.
Okay. Congratulations. I know you've had to go through auditions just to make it this far, and you've had one round of UAP action under your belt. So, what has been the experience like?
Well, for me, it's so exciting because I've dreamed of being in TV, but not as courtside reporter. I mean, siguro artista, pero being a courtside reporter, hindi talaga. So the first time na nag-courtside reporter ko with UP, it was very surreal yung moment. So sabi ko, wow, ganito pala. Ganun lang po, Sir Rico.
Yani, what's the most challenging part of this? At least yung na-discover mo na, ganito pala siya kahirap.
Yes. For me, the most challenging part is actually balancing everything as a student, as a person who has other extracurricular activities as well. Going in courtside, we have to be with the team, go to their practices, get to know them off the court, and right now, I'm trying to balance it with my studies.
You got this, yeah.
But I feel like I'm succeeding. My grades are still, maintained.
Rain, how about for you? What surprised you the most? Yung being courtside?
Surprised me the most, probably how the community was able to accept me. It's not new naman to Adamson na from ibang school yung courtside reporter, but I guess it's one of the worries of you being assigned to a different team, but then coming in, being accepted by the team, the coaching staff, and of course the school, the students themselves. I think that's what surprised me, how quickly I was able to adjust to the community and the culture in Adamson.
Jaime, you're in the same boat, no? It's parang same situation. Kayong tatlo, that's right. So, ikaw naman, Jaime, like, how easy was it for you to, really be one with the UE Red Warriors?
My best friend was before me was Biggs Gomez, and he's been my best friend for 10 years.
Yeah, he's your talent manager.
He's basically my talent manager. So, the first time I went to practice, sinamahan niya ako. It was kind of like our passing of the torch. Nice. And when he was there, he introduced me to the team, and it was really easy to bond with him. And he basically shared to me the culture and how supportive UE has been in the past years, win or lose.
What's the most challenging part of being a courtside reporter?
The most challenging part is, well, for me, it was the first report. I was really shaking, and I wasn't sure if, am I ready? But after that, you find other challenges, such as finding what to report, finding a good story to report about, because there's so many good stories to pick from, and you kind of just pick and choose which one will fit the most, what's the most relevant at the moment.
I want to follow up on yung sabi mo, parang the first report, the nerves. The terror of going on cam for the first time this season.
The whole world.
And I think this is a good lesson for all the students who are watching. They either want to be like you or they have. So Baileys, were you nervous sa first report mo?
We were all nervous. I could speak for all of us.
Yeah,
we
and then how did you deal with that? What did you do to manage yung nerves mo for your first report?
So being here, being a courtside reporter is really a big privilege. And that a lot of pressure is on us kasi nga everyone is watching and all that. But with that pressure, in my mind, all I was thinking about was just that I wanted to tell a story, but in a way I was just talking to my parents, looking at the camera and telling them the story because my parents being there for me palagi, being so supportive. Especially my dad, who's also a basketball coach, which, hi Dad. Yeah. So.
Nakikritik ba sa'yo si Coach Budjing?
Yes.
Mali yung sabi mo, Baileys.
My parents are the best critics, and my dad being a coach, he's very hard on me because he knows that I could just do better, that I shouldn't be just in my comfort zone, and that we share a dream together that I would want to be a sportscaster someday.
Okay. Well, so you've dealt with being new, you've dealt with nerves, and I'm sure you've also dealt with embarrassing moments. Are you willing to share? Kasi naka 7 games na kayo eh. So, funniest or most embarrassing moment as a courtside reporter so far?
Do I start? Do you want me to start?
Do you want to go from Baileys? So, Baileys, mauna ka na.
Alright, so so it was NU Bulldogs versus the Ateneo Blue Eagles. So when you're a courtside reporter, when you report, when it's halftime, it's always the trailing team who reports first. And if your team is not yet inside the court or pag nasa dugout pa sila, you have to be on cam the whole time. So I was on cam the whole time because my team wasn't on the court yet. So I was talking, reporting my halftime report, and then came my team walking past me, and then one of the players, David Defonso, just smacked me on the face.
But I knew si Dave yun. I mean, di ba hindi siya kita, di ba?
Yeah.
But I knew it was Dave.
Yeah, because we all know how playful Dave is and how he's just so childish sometimes, Dave, right? You know, so he just smacked me on the face, and then I just kept going, and then one of the players also, Chino Mosqueda, just went to me and just touched me on my private area, the chest, you know, while I was reporting, and then I just kept going, and I just, you know, smiled, and then just went through all the report, and then basically, you don't know what's gonna come at you. Honestly, it's not just
that's a great lesson in composure.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I give you 10 points.
Thank you.
For
Thank you.
kasi natapos mo yung report mo, you did not get
I tried
distracted.
my best.
You
Thank
just
you so much.
smiled, and that's okay yun.
And to add, right after that report, I went to Dave and just smacked my notebook on his face like 10 times. So, which you guys didn't see. So, you know, well, we're cool though. Dave and I, we're cool. So.
Most embarrassing moment. I feel like as a person, I'm very embarrassing, but I just don't consider those moments embarrassing. Okay, but I think this was the most. This is when people react the most to my moment. So. There were fans that went to the gym and then they serenaded Bright because it was his birthday.
Okay.
Then after that, okay, nag-jamming kami with the guitar. Ako naman, parang, karaoke moment. So I sang as well. Then after that, after belting my heart out, I hear one of the players go, mag-courtside reporter ka na lang. And I was like, sige, that's right. Tanggap ko naman.
Drops the mic.
Rain, for you.
Oh, wow. Okay, so this happened really recently. So Coach Franz is a very... I see him as a teacher also, not just as a coach. So he gave an assignment to the team to assess their performance in the UAAP. And also for the scout team, Team B guys. So for me, he also gave an assignment, which was to name the players who I think, just my opinion, aren't performing well, the ones who are performing well, and how I could help the team.
You made the list.
And yeah, there was a list and there was an explanation. But most of my opinions about them are like how I know them and relational, more than technical. So I gave my assignment, and then Coach Franz read it in front of the team during a huddle, and. No hard feelings naman if sabihin ko. Kasi goods na kami. So I wrote Jeric and Jerome. And I felt, whoa, ohs and ahs. And I'm just like, oh no, this is gonna ruin my friendship with them. And then all the coaches were laughing. But then afterwards, they were super chill about it. So for me, parang, thank God we're friends. But yeah, they also had a good assessment naman of themselves. So love you guys.
Jaime.
So mine was the game against Ateneo. We were up, so I was really like, wow, we're up. And then during the timeout, after the timeout, I decided I was gonna sit down. And then only Philip Manalang and Kobe Camacho saw this. When I tried to sit down, I missed the seat and I fell on my butt. And then I was there for like 3 seconds, and they were laughing. But good thing that was off cam. But yeah, when you're so into the game, you really don't know what's happening sometimes to you. So you're kind of out of the place.
So kasalanan mo pala, nawala sila sa focus. Kasi lamang na sila nung halftime eh. And what happened in that third quarter was your fault. Oh no. Pala yun.
That was bad.
So
Okay, I have the same experience as
Rain.
Jaime.
Jaime.
As Jaime. It was against UST. And then during the first half, we were leading. And then you know what happened to the second half? Just go. And then after that, Sir Miko, parang after the game, I went to the dugout. And then after Coach Olsen told his advice to the boys, I cried.
You cried.
Yeah, I cried. And then everyone inside the dugout was like, ba't umiiyak siya? I mean, parang pag tinitignan ko yung reaction niya, parang, hala, parang ba't umiiyak siya? May next game pa naman. Kasi lumabas na ako sa dugout, tapos nakita ko ni Coach Olsen.
Ano ginawa ni Coach Olsen?
Sa akin, may next game pa. Coach Olsen sa akin, sabi niya,
Oh my gosh.
ganyan talaga pag game, may natatalo, may nananalo.
Pa yung napera.
Coach na nagsabi sa kanya, bro. Yung report.
So yun po, Sir Mina, nakakahiya po yun.
Hindi yun nakakaya because it means that you are totally invested in the team. I think FEU fans will love you for that because if you're a courtside reporter and then you shed tears at the end of the game, that means you are talagang you're 100% behind the team. I think you should be proud. Okay?
Okay, thank you, Sir Miko.
So we learned a lot. Like a lot. About the new courtside reporter. So what we'll do when the score returns, we'll combine everyone. The veteran courtside reporters with the new batch. So stay tuned.
And sabi nga ni Ino Comboy, number 21 yung jersey number niya dahil makukuha namin yung 21st championship ngayon.
Okay.